Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Jyoti Gupta. I am an IVF specialist and center head at Indira IVF Faridabad. I hope all of you are happy, healthy and safe at your homes. Parenthood, as we all know, is a blessing. It's a joy. While many of us are enjoying this blessing, some of us are still struggling to find ways to get pregnant. In today's times, when we all are facing a lot of targets to fulfill, be it professional or personal targets, another set of targets that we face these days are the social targets. We've been asked very frequently, when do we plan to get married, or when do we want to have our babies, and when are we planning to extend our family, and it becomes a lot of pressure for many of us. Although it is entirely your call when do you want to get pregnant, when do you want to get married, when do you want to have a family. But today, let us try to understand how your fertility status can be affected by increasing age and what is it that science can do for you in such scenarios. First, we need to understand that scientifically speaking, fertility issues are faced sooner by women than by men of same age. So what I'm trying to tell you is that supposedly you are 35 and your partner is also 35. You are a woman who's 35 years of age and your husband is also 35 years of age. We may be finding more problems with you when we do the evaluation for infertility than finding the same problems with the husbands. So, while I completely understand the fact that you need to have a family of your own, but at the same time, you're focusing on your career, on your job, on whatever goals you've set for yourself. But as I said, there are certain things that science can do for us. The only problem that we face these days is awareness. There are many steps that can be undertaken, but we don't because we are not aware of how science can help us. Let's try to find out that. So as I was saying, first, let's try to understand what fertility issues a woman can face as the age increases. What do we call as advancing age or old age? Although I would say old age is a very weird way to say it. I would rather call it as advancing age for infertility or for fertility status. So scientifically speaking, we always advise you that if you've gotten married right in time, please try to have a baby before 30. And you want to complete your family, at least try to complete it before 35. Why do we say that? Because as your age advances, the number of eggs or the quality of eggs in your body decreases. Or I can say the ovarian reserve decreases. And as the ovarian reserve decreases, the number of eggs or the quality of eggs decreases, it becomes difficult to get pregnant. So supposedly I compare a patient who's 25 years of age and somebody who's say 35 or 38 years of age, the chances of conception in both the patients may be entirely different. So one thing that we face as we grow towards 30 plus, 35 plus, or when we go near 40, the egg reserve declines, and that is an issue. But as I just said, it is entirely your call when you want to get pregnant, when you want to have babies. What science can offer you is something which is called as egg freezing. What is egg freezing or oocyte freezing? Supposedly, you want to get married in late 30s, that's fine. Or you want to have your kids in the late 30s or maybe early 40s, that's absolutely fine. But before a certain age, say before 35, we would prefer as specialists that you at least freeze your eggs. Because if you freeze your eggs at say age of 30 or 32 years and you want to use them at the age of 40 or 42 years, the age-rated changes that are supposed to happen in those 10 years, the gap of 10 years would not happen because we would have frozen your eggs at the age of 30 or 32 years. That's not a difficult process. You can consult a fertility specialist who can guide you towards this. So many of the patients who come to us saying that, ma'am, we could have moved forward faster, but nobody ever told us that there is a way to do so. So this video is an opportunity to understand that yes, there is a way. If you are planning your marriage late, if you're planning your kids late, that is absolutely fine. But do not let your fertility status be affected by it, because as the age will advance, one thing that is so sure is that the egg reserve will decline with age. That is scientifically proven. So you can freeze your eggs at a younger age and then plan your family or your marriage as and when you feel is the right time for you. So one scientific solution to this is egg freezing. And supposedly you do not know about this method, or you were not aware of it in the times when you were supposed to be aware about it. What can be done next? When you visit a doctor at 35 plus of age, say 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, or maybe 42, there are certain things that we are worried about as doctors, and we genuinely discuss those things with you. What are those things? As I said, when the age advances, the egg reserve declines. So one thing is the chances of pregnancy would decrease after a certain age. And if you get pregnant, there is a chance that your risk of miscarriage or losing a baby would or may be higher than somebody who's younger, because of the internal changes happening inside your eggs, because the eggs are aging. One more thing that we are very strongly worried about is the fact that as you approach towards 40 years, the changes happening inside your eggs are so intense and so quick that the risk of having a physically or a mentally abnormal baby would increase many folds. If you are something like 25, 26, 28, or say 30 years, the risk of having such an abnormality is somewhere between 2 to 5%, very low. But close to 40, this risk is almost 40%. So we were talking about 2 to 5% at one point of time, and now we're talking about 40% at this time. That's a huge difference. 8 times, that's a huge difference. So this is something we do not want for any of our patients. No doctor would want it. Even you as patient would not want it. Everybody wants to take home a healthy baby. That's what an infertility specialist also strives for. So what can science do in this regard? As I said, if the eggs have been frozen at an early age, that's the best thing to do, because you can use them later. The age-related effect is not there. If you have gotten married right in time, but you plan the pregnancy late, instead of freezing the eggs, you can choose the option of freezing the embryos. Embryo is a more stable entity compared to the eggs, and freezing embryos would rather give you better results. And supposedly, as I said, this awareness was not there and the freezing was not done by any means, by any chance. And you come at the age of 38 and talk to your doctor, what can science offer you? There is a beautiful thing that science can offer you these days, which is called as PGTA. What is PGTA? PGTA means pre-implantation genetic testing for aneuploidy. Let's try to make it simpler. Do not be scared of the terms that I am using. Let's make it very simple. What does pre-implantation genetic testing means? It means that before we implant the embryo, we do a genetic testing on embryo for aneuploidy. What does aneuploidy mean? Aneuploidy means that there are certain set of chromosomes that we need to have for a healthy pregnancy, for any healthy individual. Like there is 23 pairs of chromosomes or 46 chromosomes that we need to have as for calling it as a normal chromosome pattern or a normal karyotype. If you're missing one chromosome, if the embryo is missing one chromosome or has an extra chromosome, all these things can lead to further physical or mental deformities in the baby, which we absolutely do not want. So today we can genetically test these embryos. Once the embryo is formed, we can take a biopsy, very small biopsy from these embryos, which does not harm the embryo at all. And then we can check it for chromosomes. If the embryo is healthy, it can be then implanted. So we can choose the right embryo to be implanted inside, so that even at a later age, the chances of pregnancies are as equal as somebody who's younger. The chances of miscarriages are as low again as somebody who's younger. And also we reduce down or decrease or lower or maybe zero the risk of physical or mental deformities to the baby. So these two wonderful things can be done. Either you can freeze the egg or the embryo right in time and then plan your pregnancies later, or PGTA can be done. If you form a good embryo, we can do a genetic testing on the embryo and then implant only the healthy embryos, so that we do not face these issues later. And along with that, we need to understand what can happen with advancing age. Certain things which can happen after pregnancy. Supposedly you're 40, 45 years in trying to get pregnant, and you're 25 years in trying to get pregnant. The chances of the following 9 months complications would also differ in two set of patients. With advancing age, there is a higher risk of having high blood pressure or a high blood sugar levels, or certain other kinds of complications. So even these you can discuss with your doctor. So as I said, it is entirely your call when you want to get pregnant, when you want to plan a family. But what I would advise is right in time, at least consult somebody who can guide you about the timeline. Somebody who can tell you, a specialist who can tell you when is the right time, what time you can wait, how long can you wait, what are the available options for you, and how can we decrease the risk of whatever complications may happen in future. Like we can have a pre-pregnancy checkup to find out the risk of blood pressure, the risk of blood sugar. We can do some lifestyle modifications which can help us achieve a healthier pregnancy. So all this can be done in today's age. It is important to understand that. Unfortunately, there are some patients who report very late because they do not know, they're not aware of the fact, the opportunities that science can bring to them, and they come at an age where, or maybe sometimes the age is also not that much, but still the ovarian reserve has declined a lot. If that happens, another choice or provision that science can give you is the use of donor eggs. Sometimes the eggs have reduced down so much in quantity and quality that using them does not form a healthy embryo. And as we always tell you, a healthy embryo is the key to pregnancy, not only pregnancy, to a successful and to a happy journey through the joy of pregnancy. All of us want to have healthy kids. We don't want to have kids which are compromised any which way, physically or mentally. So some people have to take the route of using the donor eggs, and your fertility specialist, you can discuss these problems with your specialist, and I'm sure he or she can guide you the right ways of going ahead in such scenarios. So it's a very, very important thing to understand, and science can offer a number of other alternatives like blastocyst culture. Day 5 embryo formation is another way where we can to some extent genetically understand the health of the embryo. Day 3, day 2 embryos are not as healthy as day 5 embryos. If you are somebody who's planning pregnancy late, always go ahead with blastocyst culture rather than, implantation of the day 5 embryo rather than a day 2 or day 3 embryo. At the same time, there are certain other techniques like laser assisted hatching. When we form the embryo, the outer shell of the embryo is harder as the age advances. So if the age is towards 40, anything around 35 plus, the shell may get harder, and sometimes the embryo is very healthy but still it does not implant because it doesn't hatch. So we can use the laser technique and hatch it without before we transfer it in, and thus the results may improve. So it's not that science doesn't have a way through it. There are a number of ways that can be done, and a successful pregnancy is achieved. But the right thing is to find the right way for your treatment, and the right approach towards it is what is going to help you to achieve that desire of being a parent. So I hope this video was useful to you, and I could tell you what age-related changes are, what are the problems it can cause, and what are the solutions towards it. Take your next best step towards parenthood, no matter when and when you want to take it. Just consult your doctor once, because the right awareness and the right knowledge can give you the right path towards this journey. Wish all of you a wonderful parenthood. I wish all those who have still not achieved it, achieve it very soon with the right methods. And feel free to ask us any questions if there are any queries, and there's anything you want us to tell you, we would be happy to let you know. Thank you very much for watching this. Stay happy, stay healthy, and always stay positive. Bye-bye.